In the quaint town of Everwood, nestled by a sparkling river, lived a young girl named Emma. Emma was bright and imaginative, always dreaming up fantastic tales and adventures. But she often found it difficult to manage her emotions, especially when she felt sad or frustrated. One rainy afternoon, Emma came home from school feeling upset. She had had a difficult day, filled with misunderstandings and disappointments. She threw her backpack on the floor and ran to her room, tears streaming down her face. Her mother, Clara, noticed her distress and followed her upstairs. Clara gently knocked on Emma's door and asked if she could come in. Emma nodded, and Clara sat beside her on the bed. "Emma, can you tell me what's wrong?" she asked softly. Through her tears, Emma explained how her friends had made fun of her story in class and how she felt hurt and angry. Clara listened carefully, nodding with understanding. "Emma," she said, "I want to show you something that might help you feel better." She led Emma to the backyard, where they had a small but beautiful garden. It was a place where Clara spent a lot of time tending to the plants, and she often found peace there. "Emma," Clara began, "our emotions are like the plants in this garden. They need care and attention to grow properly. Let me show you how we can take care of them." Clara handed Emma a small watering can and led her to a corner of the garden where some wilted plants struggled to survive. "These plants are like our negative emotions," she explained. "If we ignore them or don't handle them properly, they can take over and make us feel bad. But with the right care, we can help them become healthy and strong." Together, they watered the plants, trimmed away the dead leaves, and added fresh soil. As they worked, Clara continued, "When you feel angry or sad, think of it as a plant that needs your attention. Here are some ways to take care of your emotions, just like we take care of these plants. First," she said, "take a deep breath. Just like we give these plants water, our breath nourishes us and helps us stay calm. Breathe in slowly for 4 counts, hold it for a moment, and then breathe out for 4 counts. Try it with me." Emma followed her mother's instructions, and she began to feel her tension ease. Second, Clara continued, "Find a quiet place, like our garden, where you can think about what's making you upset. Sometimes, just being in a peaceful spot can help you feel better." They moved to another part of the garden where vibrant flowers bloomed. Clara said, "These flowers are like our positive emotions. When we take care of our negative emotions, we make room for the positive ones to grow. It's important to remember what makes us happy and to do those things often." Emma smiled as she remembered how much she loved playing in the garden and spending time with her friends. "But what if I'm still angry?" she asked. Clara thought for a moment, then picked up a small trowel. "Sometimes," she said, "we need to dig a little deeper. Write down your feelings or talk about them with someone you trust. Just like how we dig to plant new seeds, expressing your emotions can help you understand them better." They spent the rest of the afternoon planting new seeds and tending to the garden. As they worked, Emma felt a sense of calm and understanding grow within her. She realized that just like the garden, her emotions needed regular care and attention. The next day at school, Emma faced challenges again, but this time she remembered her mother's lessons. She took deep breaths, found a quiet spot during recess to collect her thoughts, and talked to her teacher about how she felt. To her surprise, she found it much easier to manage her emotions. Word of Emma's new approach spread, and soon other children were asking her for advice on handling their own feelings. Emma proudly shared the lessons she had learned from her mother and their garden. Back at home, Clara watched her daughter with pride, knowing that she was growing just like the flowers in their garden. She knew that with patience, care, and love, Emma would continue to thrive and bloom, no matter what challenges came her way. Let's learn some words from the story. Dreaming up. Meaning, imagining or creating something in your mind. Examples. The artist dreamed up a beautiful new painting. Streaming down. Meaning, flowing down quickly in a continuous line. Examples. The rain was streaming down the window pane. Wilted plants. Meaning, plants that have lost their freshness, usually because they need water or care. Examples. After the long, hot day, the flowers looked wilted and droopy. Trimmed away. Meaning, cut off the unwanted or dead parts. Examples. The gardener trimmed away the overgrown branches. Tension ease. Meaning, a feeling of stress or discomfort becoming less intense. Examples. The calm music helped ease the tension in the room. Make room. Meaning, create space for something new. Examples. We need to clean the garage to make room for the new car. Trowel. Meaning, a small hand tool with a flat, pointed blade used for digging small holes or moving soil. Examples. The gardener always carries a trowel for planting flowers. Dig. Meaning, to break up and move soil to create a hole. Examples. The dog likes to dig in the backyard. Recess. Meaning, a break period during school for children to play and relax. Examples. The children ran outside for recess after their morning classes. Thrive and bloom. Meaning, to grow healthily and vigorously, often used for plants but can apply to people and ideas. Examples. Emma's confidence began to thrive and bloom after learning to manage her emotions. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.